Hi, I'm Stephanie Prescott with United Way of Laramie County. You may ask yourself, why should you donate to United Way? United Way tackles the tough issues within our community, the ones that we don't talk about at cocktail parties. And then we work with program partners to find long-term solutions. I'd like to turn it over to my friend Lynn with Safe Harbor, and she can tell you what United Way does for their organization.
Hi, I'm LYNN HUYLER. I'm the director of Safe Harbor, a children's justice center here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. And we're considered a child advocacy center. We got started in 1999 and been in operation for 18 years. We started out just doing forensic interviews of kiddos who had been abused and neglected for law enforcement and social services. And then we grew to add what we call our supervised visitation and safe exchange program. And that happened in about 2004. And that was out of an outcrop of a really bad situation. We had a case here in Laramie County where I had a little boy whose name was Robbie. And Robbie was living with his mom and life was really good, and he was 3 years old. And his mom needed some assistance with the state of Wyoming. And so she went to the state and they said, you know what, we need to establish who Robbie's dad is because he needs to pay some child support. And so they did that and they found out who Robbie's dad was. But at that point in time, we didn't have a safe place for people to check out to see if Robbie's dad was an appropriate person for him, if he could care for him, if he knew good parenting skills. And so the courts just had to order unsupervised time and just natural custody arrangements. And within about 2 months, Robbie was dead. His dad was not appropriate to be around, and his dad didn't know good parenting, and Robbie ended up being dead at the hands of his dad. So after that, we as a community came together and said, we need a safe place for kids to go if for some reason there is domestic violence, if there's drug and alcohol issues, if there's mental health issues, that courts can order children and parents to come together and still be connected and have relationships, but in a safe, nurturing environment that is protective of kids. And so we started Safe Harbor, supervised visitation and safe exchange program. We've grown to where we are open 7 days a week. We are open on evenings and weekends, facilitating visits between families and children. We're in a big 3-story Victorian house. We have a kitchen, we have a backyard. We want to make this experience for families and children the most natural it can be, and really a good experience, but in a very safe way. And with Safe Exchanges, that's another interesting program. For whatever reason, families have conflict and they have kids together, but they can't even exchange them and be civil about it. And so we help them do that as well. We have one parent bring the child and drop off the child, and then they leave, and then 15 minutes later the other parent comes and picks up the child. So the child doesn't have to see any conflict between the parents. And we are a United Way funded program. United Way helps fund the program that I just described. And we are so appreciative of the funds that they provide because they help us keep our doors open. They help us keep the lights on because we are open 7 days a week and heavy on evenings and weekends. They help us keep the lights on. The other thing that we do here for families is we really encourage them to be normal. And so we encourage them to have meals here when they're here, to cook, to bake cookies. And some families really struggle with that. And so with the families that have issues with poverty or don't have the resources, we have a small food pantry. So United Way helps us stack that food pantry as well. So families can go in there if they don't have resources or they haven't brought food. They can go into the food pantry. They can make some macaroni and cheese. They can make some simple meals so that they can eat at a table as a family, because we know that those times are really valuable for bonding and helping families build relationships. We just love United Way and the support it gives us. It helps us pay for the supervisors who actually supervise the visits and helps us to make sure that kids are safe. We are located in Cheyenne, and if you want to know more about us, you can visit our website at www.safeharborkids.org or give us a call at 632-1708, and we'd love to tell you more about our program.